Hey guys, I am back with an exciting video today. I'm going to be talking about Odin Valhalla Rising, which is an MMO I'll be making a lot of videos on, and that has an official Korean launch date, which is going to be 29th of June this month. And then later on, we'll be seeing the global launch. So they released some more content, and I did some digging and I watched a little bit out of it, and I'm actually super excited to show it to you guys and break it down and see what it's all about. If it's your first time here, it won't be your last, guys. Give me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Hit that sub button, is free, and I make MMORPG content, mostly reviews, and find out if a game is worth playing or not. So make sure you guys stay tuned and let's jump right into the video. So in the first video that they released, they showing off the classes a little bit more, and you can see from this gameplay that the different classes, there will be a lot of customization options on outfits and on character customization. However, they do have a full-fledged Holy Trinity setup. So first of all, they're showing off the Priest, and you can see that it's a full type healer. Now, every class seems to have a subclass. So the Priest used to have like a healer and like a monk style class. Then you have the Warrior, which is the DPS, and a tank. So you can choose between being like a melee DPS or a melee full-fledged tank. And tank will be required for bosses. And as you can see in most of this content, they have a lot of skill shot, a lot of taunts, and a proper aggro tank that you will need in all dungeons and raids. Then you have the rogue, which is going to be the assassin and the archer. That's going to be most likely the two subclasses. The archer is the usual long range, and the assassin has some really, I think the assassin had the coolest looking skills out of all of them. So if you're used to playing like the rogue type, that's definitely the class for you. And last but not least, to show the sorcerer. Now, sorcerer seems to be an elemental subclass, and then necromancer style subclass with like debuffs and poison and stuff. So all in total, there's going to be like 8 classes, like 4 main classes and then 8 subclasses, what it seems like for now. And all the skills, they look really good, and overall I'm honestly super happy that there's not too flashy, but they look good and they look what they're supposed to do, and it's a proper Holy Trinity setup, which will make the dungeons instantly way more fun. Next up, I want to show you guys is a little bit of the combat. Now, there's going to be mass PvP that you can fly in with your flying mounts. There's everything from climbing, mass guild wars, there seems to be some capture objective PvP where you can fight other players and use all your different skills. And overall, this game looks super exciting. Now, this is probably going to be, if it turns out as good as it looks so far, it's probably going to be my main game for a while, and I'm definitely going to be playing it a lot on the Korean launch, so I can give you guys the best content and let you guys know if it's worth playing or not. But right now, it looks really clean. And then this is the most exciting part, guys, that I have seen from the trailers. Raids. It seems to me that they're gonna have proper massive raids, which will require a lot of strategy and a lot of planning to do. And there's so many bosses that they have shown in this game, and they all look super exciting. You see that there's a proper tank with taunt. You have all the everything from healer to DPS. I think there's like 10 player in one, and then there's like 20 players in another boss. Now, this one looks more like a world boss, but it could be a raid boss too. It's really hard to say because they did announce it's going to be like guild instances that you'll be able to do. And all the bosses look really incredible. They all have different type of mechanics, it seems like, and you have to figure out the strategy to defeat every single boss. And overall, I think it's going to be a really fun raiding experience. And hopefully what they do mean with the guild raids are proper raids and not like world bosses. But it seems like they are going to be a really fun instance dungeon and raids, and the PvE content is going to be really amazing. Now, they also showed a little bit more about the world. We'll have a lot of cool mounts. Like, the mounts look amazing in this game. Like those flying dragons, you guys know me, I love my dragons. I'm gonna be getting that cool looking dragon for sure. And you have flying mounts, you'll have flying whales, I think, flying kites, you have like mountain climbing, and the world is huge, guys, in this game. Like, it is probably the biggest world I have seen on a mobile MMORPG, and it looks incredible, and it's gonna be an amazing time to explore. They have super focus on the storyline of this game, so if you guys like story, again, it will be a good game. It seems like they have everything. They will have good storyline, they will have the Holy Trinity, they will have mass PvP, they will have mass raids and world bosses. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff to do in the game. Now, there's a lot of good stuff I have said about the game so far, but of course, from the gameplay, since I am supposed to give it a critique and give it a proper review, I have to talk about some of the negative stuff about the game. If you guys noticed in the gameplay trailer of the different classes, you see that most of the all of them, they're not moving when they're attacking. Just like the warrior right here, every time they do damage, they do have skill shots and aim shots that you have to use, which is super nice and super skillful to use, but the classes aren't moving, and you guys know how I feel about that. If you can't move while attacking, it takes away so much from the game. Now the assassin does have some skills where it jumps around and attacks, but it seems like the class is still stationary. Now, I don't know if this is because they're intending this for, for the trailer and they can't do it, but it doesn't look, appealing to me if you cannot move while attacking, because this game seems to have everything. They have different combo skills, they have fun taunts, healing skills, and DPS skills, skill shots. But if you can't move while attacking, I'm not happy about that, because I feel like some skills, like skill shots, you should not be able to move while attacking, while some of the skills, it should be a required that you should be able to move. Like, how are you going to do raids and dungeons which require hard difficult mechanics? If you're like doing a raid boss fight and he drops AoE under you and you're in a skill, how are you supposed to move and dodge it? They'll have to make the boss fight easier, which just ruins most of the gaming experience, in my opinion. So hopefully it's just like a trailer thing, and when you actually play the game, you will actually have some movement while doing combat. But overall, I'm not gonna like just put away the game just because you can't move while attacking, because again, this game has a lot of potential and it seems like they're doing the right thing. But so I'm keeping my hopes up, but it's, for some people it's just a minor thing, and because there was a game like Lineage 2 when it came out that where you couldn't move while attacking, a lot of people enjoyed that game. But I really like when you can actually move. I feel like there's so much more strategy and stuff you can do when you actually play the game. You actually move and just have fun with it. But that is like just for the classes wise. Now, this is also a bad thing. I'll talk a little bit more about it later. But there's gender lock on the classes, which is a big yikes. A game that looks this good and this pretty and has so much content, and it has a gender lock, is not nice at all. Like, some people want to play a warrior and a female warrior. Like, I love playing like a female warrior, but I can't because I'm gonna be a warrior. I have to go with the male class. So that is like I don't know what they did there. But let's talk about overall the game. The game will be coming out 29th on Korea. I will be definitely playing it a lot. They will have both mobile and PC version, cross-platform, so you'll be able to play on your PC and then on your mobile if you're like busy or kind of AFK. They will have, again, guild raid dungeons, or like I showed you guys, so it's going to be hard, fun PvE content to actually do in the game. You can go and reserve your name. I know this is not a big deal until the global launch, in my opinion, because most people are just going to be playing the Korean version to just check out the game. So the game is open world, like I showed you guys. It is a massive world. There's no loading screens, and you'll be able to ride the mounts and fly and do whatever you guys want in the whole big world. The game will have 4 classes, seems to be like 8 with subclasses, and again, they say the classes will be gender locked, which is a big yikes from me. The combat isn't full auto, they say, so I'm hoping what they mean with this, because they say some sort of tap target. I really hope it means that in PvP and instances they will turn off the auto, and then in like the normal world you can like do some auto and questing and stuff. And again, it will be focused on storytelling. Now, that is basically what I have for Odin Valhalla Rising so far. And overall, game looks incredible. And I think the 2 big next games that everybody's going to be playing is Odin Valhalla Rising and Project Ragnarok. Both are Northern mythology based, and they both seem to have the hardcore PvE, a big, amazing world, some really good classes. So overall, I am super excited for it. Hopefully, the combat will be better than what it looks. I love how the skills are, but I just hope there's more like movement and so on with the class. Hopefully that has some cool dodge abilities so you can actually combine it with your skills. But I am super excited for this game. Let me know if you guys are. I will be definitely making a lot of videos on this game when it finally launches, unless it's like completely bad, then of course I won't. But I will, you guys will definitely be seeing some more Odin Valhalla content. But if you guys enjoyed and this was helpful, guys, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Give me that sub, and I will see you guys later.